Well, hello there. Apologies for lack of uploads lately. Work has been murder. Anyone who works retail will tell you, working the holidays fucking sucks. Thankfully, however, after next week, things will be going back to normal, which is good. As far as this video is concerned, this is going to be part one of my end of the year pickups. This will be focusing all on November. Part two will be December and Christmas. I also have a new collection video in the works as well, so be on the lookout for that. Now, as far as November went, pretty straightforward for the most part. There's only two big new releases, game-wise, that I wanted to get, and everything else I got on sale. Except for a movie, one of the movies I paid full price for. But everything else, and actually minus two new games, was on sale, so that's good. Save some money there. But yeah, with that said, let's get started. First up, picked up Demon Souls for the PS5. This is, of course, the remake of the PS3 classic. I've heard it's pretty good. Not had a chance to play it just yet, but I will when I have the opportunity to do so. But like I said, heard it's a pretty good remake. So. And I got it was on sale for $30. So I figured it's pretty good idea to get it now. So next, and I'm sorry for the lighting; it's gonna flicker and change. So just saying sorry up front. But moving along, picked up the Teenage Mutant TMNT, excuse me, Cowabunga Collection. Really glad this exists. I only really played, if I remember correctly, I believe I only played like the first and I think the second game from the NES. So I never really played any of the other games. So this would be a good chance to finally play those. Now, I'm not a huge Turtles fan. I do like the Turtles, but my big thing was Power Rangers. That was my big thing. I would love to see like the Power Rangers games get like to get a collection like this. I would love it. Will that happen? Probably not, but that'd be nice. But yeah, this I think was on sale for $20, I believe. But yeah. Next, picked up Hades on PS5. I had this game on Switch, and no pun intended, I switched it over to PS5. It's a great game. I enjoyed it, and I got they just announced Hades 2 at the Game Awards, so looking forward to that when that comes out, maybe next year. So, yeah. Moving along, I picked up Medium. Got this for $15, brand new, GameStop. I picked this up for two reasons. One, I wanted to play it. I've heard both good and bad. I also picked it up because Bloober Team is doing the Silent Hill 2 remake that was recently announced. And I wanted to go back and play their recent game and see if I could, what to expect for the remake. If they're going to include anything from any of their previous games. So, yeah, like I said, it was cheap, and I was going to get it eventually. So, for $15, couldn't go wrong, really. So, next, picked up Aliens Fireteam Elite. This is an upgrade from the PS4 to the PS5. I really hope I did not make a mistake getting this. I was holding off, hoping they were going to announce a Ultimate Edition with the expansion that they announced, I think, earlier this year. Maybe last year, I don't really remember. But they just announced a new expansion. So maybe next year they'll announce a complete version. Who knows? But for now, this will be fine. From what I remember, from what I played, because I did play it on PS4 for a bit before I wanted to upgrade. I enjoyed it. It's basically Left 4 Dead, but with xenomorphs instead of zombies. It's fine for what it is. It was pretty cheap too. So. Next, picked up Stray. Heard really good things about it. I've not had a chance to play it just yet. I'm not sure when I'm going to play it. I might play it after Dead Space. I'm not sure. Right now I'm playing A Plague Tale Innocence, and I'm going to be trying to knock out Final Fantasy 15 after that, before Dead Space comes out next month. So Who knows? Depends. Maybe if I finish Final Fantasy 15 before Dead Space, maybe I'll try to knock this out. It depends. RPGs usually takes me a while, depending on the actual RPG itself, so yeah, who knows. But yeah, it was pretty damn good. And it was on sale too, like I said. It was on sale for 30, I believe. So next, picked up God of War Ragnarok. I finished this at the very tail end of November. Really loved this game. Great sequel. Loved the story arc and the experience overall. The whole dynamic between Kratos and Atreus. Really loved it. As far as what I want in the next game, that really would depend on what the developer wants to do. I remember in the last game they kind of teased a Egyptian mythology game with Kratos. I would love to see that. I'd also like to see how the game ends. I'd like to see a kind of side game with Atreus. So, depends on what they want to do. But whatever they do, whatever they decide to do, I am all for it. So, great game. This is probably going to be my game of the year. I haven't decided yet. There's this game, and there's another game that's kind of tugging right now in between for who wants to be my game of the year, personally. It's probably going to be this, but the other game I need to really think more on. So, but yeah, great game, great sequel. Not DLC, as some people are trying to claim it is. I don't know if any of you have seen this online recently, but people are trying to claim that Ragnarok is DLC. I'm sorry, but if that's the case, then every sequel to any and all games are DLC then. That's just fucking stupid. But moving along. Last game I got here for November. Picked up Pokemon Violet on Switch. I'm playing it on and off since launch. Enjoying it for the most part. It's not the dumpster fire that people would have you believe. In my opinion, it's just fine. I haven't really run into any issues, per se, even without the patches. Generally run into anything. It's just okay. It's not perfect. It's fine. I do believe that Legends Arceus, which I didn't really care for, really. It reminded me too much of Pokemon Go. You're just catching Pokemon on repeat, basically. That's not really. I need gyms. I need at least gyms. So, but that's just me. But anyways, I think we can all agree that Legends Arceus was the stepping stone to this game, and I think we can all agree that the Pokemon Company, Game Freak, and Nintendo is not satisfied with this game. They're not happy. They were hoping this game would be push the franchise to where they want the franchise to be right now, and hopefully maybe if they do DLC for this game, that might change. That might push the game up. Who knows? With my belief that the next mainline game, that game might finally push that the game might finally be what they wanted Violet to be. That's just my opinion. Who knows? They might just say fuck it and go back to basics. We don't know. But overall, like I said, game's fine. I'm having fun with it. Story is, I've honestly had better stories in other Pokemon games, but it's okay. But yeah. Next, or sorry, that's it for games. Sorry. Now on to movies. First up, Amazon had this on sale for I think $10.50-ish around there, really early on in November, really early. I want to say the end of the first week, beginning of the second week, like that. And I saw it well, fuck it, I'll buy it now. I was gonna get it eventually, but for this price, can't really beat it. 2-day free Prime shipping. Fuck it. So I picked up Thor: Love and Thunder. Saw it in theaters. Thought it was alright. I will say that I much prefer Ragnarok over Love and Thunder, but Love and Thunder is still alright, in my opinion. A lot of people hated it. A lot of people think that the most recent MCU stuff, Phase 4, stuff on Disney Plus, is just really terrible. And as a big comic book fan who has lived through like the dark ages, if you want to call them that, of superhero movies. That's not really the case. I'm sorry, but Thor: Love and Thunder, She-Hulk, the Eternals, some of the other MCU stuff, they are, I don't want to say godsends, but they are fine. They're Oscar worthy in comparison to movies like Catwoman, Steel, Batman and Robin, The Shadow. And though as much as I love that movie, it does have issues. I, I, as much as I love that movie, I love The Shadow with Alec Baldwin, Tim Curry. I love that movie, but even I, as much as I love it, can say, yeah, it's pretty bad in some spots. But still, like I said, all the Phase 4 stuff, both movies and TV shows, are so much better than some of those other movies. So they're fine. Are they as good as Phase 1, 2, and 3? No, but they're fine. In my opinion, they are rebuilding. They're moving on to the next phase, literally, of the MCU. So it's going to take time to, get back to where we were. But overall, like I said, Thor: Love and Thunder, it's fine. Next, picked up The Secrets of Dumbledore. I picked this up because it was on sale as well. It was on sale for $10, and I picked it up as an incentive. My father and I still need to finish the first one, so finish that one. Watch the second one, and then finally watch the third one here. I'm of the belief that you can separate the art from the artist. In my opinion, you can do that. So that's just me. But yeah, eventually watch it. Next, picked up Constantine and the House of Mystery. Excuse me, a DC animated movie. Heard it was pretty decent for the most part. What's nice about it is it takes place right after, I don't know if it takes place right after, but not too long after Apocalypse War, which is the final movie in this recent DC animated movie universe. So that's nice. And it's also nice that Matt Ryan also came back to voice Constantine in this, which is good. He voiced him in Apocalypse War, in Justice League Dark, and he played him in Arrow and the live-action TV show on NBC. He's a great Constantine. I love him as Constantine. So yeah, looking forward to watching this eventually. Next, picked up Green Lantern over in my power. Constantine was $8. Another DC animated movie, semi-recent. I think it was. I know it was this year. I know that, but I heard it was pretty good. And again, it was on sale for $8. So I love the DC animated movies, even the ones that are kind of meh. They're still alright. They're still pretty damn good regardless. So looking forward to watching this. Next, picked up Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons. This is the most recent one, I believe. Again, heard it was pretty good for the most part. And again, it was on sale for $8. So I think I went to Best Buy to pick up something. I think it was God of War. I can't remember. I went to pick up something. And while I was there, I looked around and saw that most of these were on sale, so I grabbed them. So, but yeah. Like I said, the DC animated movies, they're pretty damn good. So I'd say check them out if you're curious. Next, picked up Scream, or Scream 5, as it should have been called. I think they're trying to go for a Halloween 2018 approach. That's why they just called it Scream. I've not seen it yet, but I do know at least 2 spoilers. I do know at least 2 things. So, but yeah, I'll watch it eventually. What's cool about it's nice is that the teaser for Scream 6 just released a couple days ago. So that's pretty cool. I believe Again, I haven't watched this yet, but I believe it focuses on the most of the same characters from this movie, so that's cool. And finally, last movie I got here. I have not seen this movie yet. I did not get a chance to see it because it was in theaters for like 3 days for like a Fathom event. But from what I've heard from people online who saw it, it's pretty bad. I'm pretty sure this is going to be on like the number one. It's going to be like the top worst movie of the year for many people who saw it. But big fan of this. I'm a big fan of this franchise, this character, all that. Now, from what I've seen so far, and from what I've seen by that is I've just seen clips from YouTube. So from those clips that I've seen, I think it looks fine. I don't think it looks the dumpster fire that people make it out to be. It certainly isn't like an Oscar-winning movie by any means. Hell no. But it looks fine. Now, when I watch it, my opinion might change and I might say, "Oh God, yes, this is terrible. What the fuck was I thinking?" All the people who said it was trash is completely right. What the fuck? But again, I might watch it and say, yeah, my original opinion was right. It was fine. But yeah, that movie is Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Big fan of this franchise, this character, the lore, all that. So I'm hoping, even though this movie did terrible, I think it did okay at best. I don't know what exactly its final, what it made totally. But I'm hoping that we get a 5th movie. I've heard rumors of a TV show supposedly in the works. I don't know if that's going to work out. But whatever we get, whether it be a TV show, another movie, maybe, I wanted to go back to basics. Wasn't a fan of the 3rd movie. 2nd one was okay. Not great, but okay. 1st one, amazing. Best of the franchise. I want to go back to the 1st movie level of quality. And I want Jonathan Breck to come back. Overall, even though I haven't seen this movie just yet, overall my main 2 complaints about it was that the makeup on the creeper looks like shit. It looks terrible. And the fact that it's not Jonathan Breck. Those are my main 2 complaints. But overall, I'll give it a chance and see what I think. Hopefully, whether we get a 5th movie or a TV show, whatever, I just want something that is in league with the 1st movie again. So, but that is it. That is all my pickups for the month of November. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you in the future, later this month, as a matter of fact, with part 2, as well as that new collection video. So, peace.